If you want your body to look like a mix between Mr. Clean and a dolphin, you've come to the right place. In my summer essentials video, I mentioned that I do at-home laser hair removal, and I mentioned that I would do a full video eventually, and today is that day. Before I started lasering, I was a hairy girl, okay? I looked like Jacob and Edward's love child. Get it? Hairy and pale. Anyways, I'm gonna give you guys the hack to smooth, shiny skin. First off, what is laser hair removal and how does it work? Laser hair removal is a permanent solution to body hair. Basically, it is meant to kill the follicle so that it doesn't come back. With that being said, people with super light hair colors or darker complexions, this is not going to work because there isn't that much of a difference between the skin tone and hair color. I'm not speaking for every single laser hair removal device or procedure or whatever. That is just how this one works and what I'm going to be talking about today. I'll leave a guide somewhere, so if you feel like you're kind of in between or you don't know if it's going to work for you, definitely check that out. Obviously, do all this at your own risk. I'm just telling you guys what has worked for me. On to my favorite device. So I've had other ones in the past, but this is the one that I've had for about 8 months and it has been working incredibly. My other one just like stopped working on me like 3 or 4 months in. This is going strong. So this is the one that I'm going to recommend. It's the Inza laser hair removal device. I'll have it linked in the description box if you want to find the exact one. It also comes in pink, which I'm like, why didn't I get pink? But they work all the same, so it's fine. This is under $100. Let that sink in. If you were to go to like a med spa or something and get this done, it would cost thousands of dollars, let alone like, I'm not really comfortable having someone else laser my body, especially certain parts. I'm like, I do not feel comfortable having somebody else do that. So the fact that I can do it whenever I want, however I want, I really like that. So convenience, price, it is effective. Like, it just takes the cake for me. Before you laser, you do have to shave. It isn't like waxing where you have to let the hair grow out. If anything, it's the opposite. It will actually hurt more if you have like super long hairs. I shave either the night before or the day of. I don't really think it makes that much of a difference, but that's what I do for this. There are so many cool parts about this device, but let's start with the front. So obviously this is where the actual lasering happens. The part on the side is actually a cooling pad. So as you're doing the lasering, it cools your skin afterwards. Because in the past, a lot of pain that I had from my last laser session was just because the skin would get really hot, not because it was actually painful. So the cooling pad is so incredible. It also comes with these awesome glasses. You do have to wear eye protection. It is so important. Protect your eyes. I kind of look like Men in Black, I feel like, but it turns everything so green. I actually love it. Whoa, this is really cool. When you turn on the system, there are going to be 9 levels. I recommend starting low. I do everything on 9 because obviously I've been doing it for a while. 9 doesn't even really have that much pain, but I definitely recommend working up to it, especially more sensitive areas, armpits, mustache, bikini line. Don't go in with a 9 right away. It also has a manual side or an auto, so if you manually wanted to click the button every time you wanted to laser, that's totally fine. And I recommend that in like smaller sections or again sensitive areas where you want to have a bit more control. But on places like my legs or arms, it would take forever if I did it on manual mode, so I do that on auto. If you hold down the button, it'll turn it to auto and there'll be like a little symbol that shows that it's done. All you do is hold it to your skin, and again, if you're manual, you're just gonna push the button. If you're on auto, it'll just detect that it's on your skin and start going. It truly is as simple as that. Like, I would say to do my full body now, it would probably take like 15 minutes max. My hair has gotten a lot more sparse, so I don't feel like I have to do it after every single time I shave. I've noticed such a big difference, and it is so nice in the summertime not having to be like worried about my body hair. Obviously do what you want with your body, whatever you feel the most comfortable in. I don't feel comfortable with body hair. I've always been really embarrassed about it, so when I discovered this, I'm not being dramatic when I say that it changed the game and has made me so much more comfortable. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like high maintenance things to be low maintenance, because you do this for about 15 minutes, maybe once a week or so, and you're good. I do believe when you're first started, they give you like a schedule. I think it's 12 weeks, but I started seeing results within 2 or 3 weeks maybe. You do touch-ups like every once in a while. I will link this down below and also any other information that I feel might be super helpful when you're just getting started into lasering. If you have a device like this or you have done this in the past, I would love to know how you think about it, how long you've been doing it. And really, you could start this any time of year. I know everybody wants to be hair-free in the summertime, but if you were to start it in the fall or winter, that's kind of even better, because then you're gonna have super good results by the time it hits summer. So there's really no bad time to grab this. I wish you all the best, and I hope you get the best results possible with this. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them below. I might have an answer. Again, this is just my experience and what I found super helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in another video. Love you, babes.